guess we all do separate stuff here, but I'm here to answer some questions you have, and it's good to be back here. So let's get going. Shoot away. No. Yeah, what do you want to know? Specific question?
No.
No, well, the new album, you all know it's called Bad Magic. Written, recorded in LA, again with Camera Webb. I believe it's the 6th record he's doing for us. Well, it's a little different recording on this one. This time we were in a recording studio, writing the album, and more playing it together actually. Before we used to be in rehearsal studio, write the songs, and then we go and record it one at a time. But here we kind of recorded it live right away as we had the song. And we used to write very spontaneous. This is probably even more spontaneous than any other record. So I don't know if it's good or bad, but it seems to be, we like the album. You know, I don't know if you guys heard it yet, but it is out for the press, I know that. And I believe it's out in August 20th, 19th or something. But we really do enjoy the album, and it's very live, very spontaneous record. I think that works best for us. So we'll see. I don't have enough distance to the record yet, but we like it a lot.
Hey, nowadays we see a lot of bands playing their albums in their entirety to celebrate for the 30 years of the album, 20 years. Are you guys thinking about playing the Motorhead album in its entirety?
No, I don't think we should do that, to tell you the truth. Unless we will play 6 hours set, you know, because there's too many albums, too many songs. Well, a few will probably like it, but no, I don't think one album now. I heard Dio did that years and years ago, and you know, I like to hear more classics. And, you know, no, I don't think it's right for us. Maybe for a band like Queensryche, it was great to hear Operation Minecraft. You know?
Hi, my brother, on the left. Yeah.
There he is.
Hello, I'm Tony. Nice to meet you. So I want to talk about in particular for the new album, a song called your cover for Sympathy for the Devil as bonus track. Is it true that it's a request from Paul Levesque, aka Triple H, WWE, tell you to make this cover?
Yes. That was the whole idea from the beginning, was to give Triple H this song. What he's going to use it for, I'm not too sure. I believe it was some kind of documentary about his career and life in the wrestling business. And when we did it, it turned out so good, you know, that we kind of said, you know, we want to keep it ourselves too. You know, we want to use it on the record. And so we did. But I'm sure that Triple H could use it anyway. I mean, I don't know. But that's true.
Mickey, can I ask you, with the exception of Bad Magic, what do you think is the best Motorhead album?
That's such a hard question. How do you explain a Motorhead record? I usually want a record to have a few years, and then I can, you know, get a distance to the record. But I mean, one of my favorites are Bastards, Inferno, We Are Motorhead, World Is Yours. I mean, I don't think we've done a bad record for many years, but each record kind of represent the time frame, of course, you know. And I did an interview yesterday, and I'll try to explain it with just because the way we write albums with Motorhead, which is very spontaneous and very direct, and that it's history. We don't demo too long, we don't go back and forth. So each record really represents here and now. I can almost listening to a record, almost taste the time we did it. You know, I remember smells. So it really does represent a time in our career. So when you make a new record like this, it's already history for the three of us, you know. I don't mean it's bad or we don't like it. It's just that if we wrote today, it'll be a different record completely. That's how quick it goes. But if you, maybe in a year or so, I get a distance to this record and I will sit here maybe and say that, yeah, this is maybe my top 3 favorite albums. I know it's a great record and the three of us are very satisfied. But where it is yet, I don't know. I hope it'll become a very, very good album.
Hello, Mr. Mick. Axel, nice to meet you. Was the album Aftershock took 3 years to hit?
Yes.
Yes, and the new album, Black Magic, 2 years up, 2 years. Is it because maybe it's not good, so you wanted to do an album very shortly?
Very,
Quickly.
but this one isn't done very quickly though.
Yeah.
This one took probably longer time than, well, because we had to go to South America too. So that kind of broke up a bit of the recording. Lemmy was in the middle of doing vocals and then suddenly had to leave for South America. So this one probably took about an extra month actually, so it's not made very fast now. But no, Lemmy was on fire, you know, as he always is, the old goat.
Hi, Metaden for Rock Meeting. Do you think, like Gene Simmons, that with internet file sharing, rock is dead and there will not be big bands anymore?
Repeat that again, I couldn't.
Do you think, like Gene Simmons, that because of internet file sharing, rock is dead and there will not be big bands anymore in the future?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, whatever they decide or do, I mean, I have no idea. Yep. My pleasure.
I would like to know how did you choose the guest for the new tour in November?
Talk a little closer to the mic.
Yeah, in November there is a new tour with Motorhead for the anniversary, and I would like to know how did you choose the guest, Saxo and Girls School?
Saxo and Girls School. Well, two bands that toured a lot with us, you know, both Saxo and Girls was done a lot of shows, and what I remember us telling our management was that we like to go out with just some comfortable friends, really, you know, not pick up some new band at this time, and Saxon is like a pair of old shoes, you know, and they're really good live. We love Saxon and we love Girls School too, so I believe you've seen it before, maybe it's not a surprise, but it's a comfortable tour for us, and I think we prioritize that.
Your set list usually has a vast variety of selections, such as you got the classic hits, you got some songs from your new album, and sometimes you include some tracks like Over the Top or Just Cause You Got the Power, which are kind of odd selections, but still really, really great songs. What I'd like to ask is that, do you see any other tracks in that vein coming back to the set list, such as I'd love to hear Emergency, or songs that Motorhead haven't really been playing, like Death or Glory, for example, you know?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. This is a scenario, I have to say, with the set list. We should be able to play 2.5, 3 hours really to satisfy maybe what we think we should play and what you guys want to hear. But unfortunately we can't play that long anymore, you know, and we never have been. So it's going to be tough to choose a set list for the fall. But I'm sure that we're going to pick up some stuff we haven't done. I like to do that for sure, you know. And I'm a great fighter for doing that. And then the three of us trying to, you know, come to terms what we're going to play. That's a different story. But I'm sure we're going to have a pretty solid set when we can come back.
Hello, Mickey.
Hello.
Three questions. First, we are expecting fans, maybe kind of fan as well, maybe fan, hardcore fan. Is there anything? We're expecting a covers as well by Joey Techno.
With what?
With Joey Techno. Joe Techno. Is anything?
No, he's
other? Gone.
Finito.
Okay. In my collection, the latest album Aftershock, Japanese edition is completely missing. So are you planning to have a deal with Japan for the Magic album as well?
A deal, you mean to tour or?
Oh, no, I mean physical records. Like, there was no Japanese edition for the previous one.
I see what you're saying. Yes, I'm sure. I'm really sure there should be a Japanese edition for it. But that's more than I can tell you when or where or what at this time. I just know I'm sure there will be one for sure. Yeah.
Hej Micke!
Tjena!
Fredrik Olofsson från Rockbladet. Hur är läget?
Det är bra.
Goody. All right. Motorhead är ju kända som ett legendariskt partyband och röjer runt som fan. Men hur är det, how is it touring these days with Motorhead?
Should I translate what you just said?
Yeah, sorry. Motorhead is a legendary party band and, you know, famous for kicking ass and stuff. So how is it touring with Motorhead these days? Are you guys taking it cool or is it still like rock and roll lifestyle?
No, we're more like Justin Bieber now, you know.
Really?
Yeah, like fucking Hello Kitty on tour, you know. No, it's still very hard, you know, but the priorities change over the years, you know. You can still party hard, but in a different way. I mean, I remember when you first start going on tour, yeah, of course you party in one way, and then it all changed over the years. But yeah, it's pretty hard. But with Lemmy, he shouldn't be partying that hard, you know. Doctors will kick his ass, you know. So I hope he doesn't party that hard. Then we wouldn't be here.
Hello. I noticed compared to 5-6 years ago, you have globally slowed down the tempo of the songs. Did you talk to each other? Was it a bunch of shows?
Not anymore.
Not anymore? Because in Zenith 1 year ago, it was a little slow, closer of the studio versions. So I was really surprised about the tempo, because usually live it is up tempo. Can you explain?
It still is up tempo, but we have talked. We've been sitting around listening to a lot of tracks, and over the years it's easy for certain songs, not all of them, but certain songs can escalate. And if you do it a little bit at a time, you know, it's like if you're gonna shoot up, when you try to get a satellite signal, you know, just 1 millimeter is not a lot, but 70,000 kilometers up, it's a huge difference. Same with music. I mean, if you play a song a little faster this year and it keeps going a little bit faster, before you know it, it's so fast you kind of lost track of it and it feels normal. So you got to pull it back down a little bit again. And listening to songs like Sacrifice and Tragedy and a few more we listen to, holy shit, you know, it's not a little bit faster, it's too much fast, you know. So we pulled everything down a little bit, and it sounds better, sounds heavier. Please talk into the mic.
Can you tell me if there will be some cozy tracks like Lost Woman and Blues of the Aftershock album on the for sure one?
Tonight?
No, on the album, the Magic album.
If there is a ballad like that, you haven't heard it. You haven't heard it. Well, I kill you surprised. I would say this is a song that's similar a little bit. Maybe, yeah, about. How many of you have heard Bad Magic? Anyone? I really thought that the album was help for everyone because a lot of press. I have done phoners for the last couple of weeks, and everyone I spoke to hasn't heard the album. So maybe I don't know. You should have heard it. Yeah. You? Okay. I guess it's different policy for different countries.
Hi, my name is Alinco. I'm from Spain. Next month you'll go to play in Resurrection Fest in Spain. What we can expect of Motorhead playing like a headliner? Is different the show playing like a headliner, or you go to do the same in all the countries?
For this summer, you mean? Yeah, there'll be a few more songs for sure, but over the circumstances that we are doing the festivals this year, we didn't know if we were going to play some tracks from the new album. I'm sure some people would like us to do that, but personally, I don't want to do it because it's not out yet. I mean, most fans want to hear songs they recognize on a festival set. When we come in the fall, we'll play the new album. But we try to piece as good set as we can, you know, and I think a few more songs definitely for headlines. Yeah. Tonight we only play an hour, I know that. Headline will be maybe an hour and a half or so.
Thank you very much.
That was it? It's okay if they have a few more questions. I have no problem with it.
How you doing? This isn't so much press to artist as it is artist to artist. You guys have been around forever. You've seen. We're not at the spot anymore. The record labels are shouting at the way they used to. As a band that's trying to climb to that next level, coming from a band like yours, what advice would you give to somebody trying to continue to climb it?
To move up the ladder.
To move on up the ladder. Naturally, the grindstone, you got the tool, you know. Spotify's out there, everything's out there for music. You're not seeing the CD songs.
Yeah.
What would you recommend to an emerging artist trying to reach the next level?
Yeah, that is a huge question, really. Good question, huge question. What can I recommend? I mean, it's the answer will be really fairly cliche, to tell you the truth. Number one, that can irritate the shit out of me really when I do see a lot of new upcoming bands, but I very quickly understand that they let everyone be involved. Why that is, I don't know. They seem to let people run them, and then they tell me, well, it's easy for you to say, make you play with Motorhead. I mean, it's easy to be tough now, but I've been the same my whole career. I have never let, and Motorhead has never let anyone be involved unless we wanted them to be involved. And for a lot of young bands, they seem to just let everyone go in and deal with their stuff, you know. And they get promised a lot of success, and they get promised this, promised that, and I guess it can be easy to really want it so much that you give in to record companies and everyone around you in the business. And my best advice is not to. Just stick to your own guns and do it your way or not at all, really, somehow. That's the only way you're gonna really come anywhere. You write the music, it's your music. But So it's very cliche in a way. People know about it, but how many is actually doing it? You know. And I'm surprised that I keep running into bands that sounds great. And 2 years later down the road, either they sound completely different or they don't exist anymore. You know. And what's the reason? I mean, here's 5 friends that loved what they were doing, and then they get polluted by everyone around them to tell them what to do, and it's not a good way of moving up the ladder, you know. If you play well, you sound well, you're gonna go somewhere for sure. But there's no shortcuts, and the only one that can do that is obviously you as a band member and your team, to practice hard and to really do your way or not at all. I guess that's the best advice, really. All right, thank you very much. And unfortunately, we haven't heard the album. I wish you did. I was sure that most people had. And I could sign some stuff for you up here. Thank you.